Hello, I'm Mr. Ibrahim Makoga from Educare TZ. I'm teaching physics and chemistry. And we are proceeding with our lecture session about solving of NECTA question. And in these sessions, by using this question, we are providing you a knowledge on how to answer the question and how you can answer according to the question asked. So you can have the knowledge about the certain topic, but if you have no knowledge on how to answer the question, it can be difficult to you to answer that question. So I welcome you in this session, and in this session we are going to use the NECTA of 2017, and by using that question you can get experience on different question that comes from a certain topic. And if you have not subscribed in the channel, subscribe to the channel and view all series of solving and also the topics from Form 1 up to Form 4, and you will get more knowledge concerning your subject. So we'll start about the question number 4 of 2017. And this question was from the topic of structure of matter. And the question was this: define matter. You are required to define matter. So only to give the explanation about matter. What is matter? So a student was required only to define, to give the meaning of what to understand by the term matter. And B, the question was, tell the following if it is chemical change or physical change: rotting of mango, clouds change into rain, and the decaying of fish. So if we check this question need a student to have a knowledge about the changes of state of matter, and then physical change or chemical change. So first you have to know what is chemical change and what is physical change. After knowing what is physical change and what is chemical change, it can be easy to you to answer the question, this one, about the rotting of mango, about why when clouds change into rain, and when the a fish is decaying, what changes this? So that was the question. And the C was state for difference between chemical change and the physical change. So a student was required to distinguish the physical change and the chemical change. So by giving the difference between chemical change and physical change, a student was supposed to get a marks in this question. So let us start our answer in this question. To define matter, simply matter is defined anything that has mass and occupies space, kitu chochote ambacho kina uzito na kinachukua nafasi. In simple definition ya Kiswahili ilikuwa natumia hivyo toka shule ya msingi, kwa hapa imebadilika tu matter ya lugha. It is anything which has mass and occupies space, chochote kina uzito na kinachukua nafasi. That is about matter. So this was supposed to be answered by a student. And the B, it was required a student to know about chemical change and the physical change. We say that when we talk about the physical change is the change of state of matter, or is a change, is a change of state of matter which does not alter the identity of a substance, does not alter the identity, does not change the identity of a substance. Kwamba physical change ni change ambayo haibadilishi ile iseme composition ya substance. Kama ilikuwa ni maji, yaanza kama ni maji yale yale, ila yakabadilika tu ni namna ya state yake. Either kwa mfano ilikuwa liquid ikachange kwenda kwenye solid. Kwa mfano una ice. una ice water, lakini una fresh water, au una maji ya kawaida. Ice and the water only differ in their physical properties, but the composition are the same. So that is about the physical change. But a chemical change is the changes that cause the alternation of state of matter, or is the change that alters the identity of substance, cause a change of substance, kwa sababu composition na kwake inabadilika, na ukisha change composition na kwenye substance, it means that the substance that will be obtained is not the same as the first one. So utakuja upata kitu kingine zaidi. Kwa mfano, unatumia mahindi ya kawaida, unatumia mahindi, unaenda unayaozesha mpaka unakuja kutengenezea pombe. Tayari pale umeshabadilisha chemical state ya substance yako. So that is about the physical chemical change. So by knowing about chemical change and physical change, it can be easy to you to answer this question. So the question say rotting of mango, it is a chemical change or physical change? Rotting of mango. The rotting of mango means that the substance that is obtained is not the same as the original one. It means that the identity of substance was changed. If the identity of substance was changed, it means that this is a chemical change, because a rotten mango, you cannot use it as when it is not rotten. So that is a chemical change. Also, cloud change into rain. Cloud change into rain. Mawingu yakibadilisha kufuata mvua. This is a physical change because the composition is the same. So it's like a water changes into vapor and then condenses. When condensed, like forming a solid, but the composition is the same. When the temperature is increased, we get rain. The composition of water, rain water, is the same as the composition of cloud. So this is a physical change because the change is reversible. So you can return to original state of a substance. So this is a chemical change. Kwa kuna mawingu yapo change kupata mvua, pale ile ni physical change kwa sababu haibadilishi composition ya maji. Another is decaying of fish. Decaying of fish. Samaki akioza tayari pale haitakuwa tena kama ile ya mwanzo. Matumizi tena, samaki ikishaoza hatafaa tena kwa matumizi. Na huwezi ukambadilisha samaki aliyooza urudi kwenye hali ya kawaida kwamba uweze kumtumia. Hii ni chemical change. Tayari imeshabadilika kabisa, haifai kabisa. So this is a chemical change. This is a chemical change. So this was about the chemical change and the physical change according to our question. After then, let's see what are the difference between physical change and the chemical change. Utofauti upoje kati ya physical change na chemical change. We say that in physical change, no new substance is formed, while in chemical change, a new substance is formed. Yeah. When about on physical change, no new substance is formed, but on chemical change, new substance is formed. Example, if an iron or steel rust, new substance that is formed because the process is not reversible to return to the original state of steel or iron, kwa sababu pale utakachokipata itakuwa sio chuma tena, product nyingine inakuwa formed. Lakini kwenye physical change, no product, new product is formed, because if you take water and ice, both are the water but in different state. One is solid state and another is in liquid state. So no new substance is formed. But example also on digestion of food. When food is digested, a new substance is formed. So unakuja unapata kitu tofauti. Kwa mfano chakula kikiwa digested, unakuja upata pengine kwa glucose zinakuwa change kwenye namna mbalimbali, zinaanza produce energy. Kwa hiyo ni chemical change. So this was the first difference, as we said, on decaying of fish. Samaki akishaoza ile ni kitu kingine tena tofauti, sio samaki tena yule. Utakuta samaki aliyeoza kwa sababu hawezi kutumika tena. Maziwa ya kiganda, maziwa ya mgando hawezi kutumika tena kama ilivyokuwa fresh. Kwa ile product nyingine imekuwa formed tena kutoka kwenye product ya mwanzo ambayo ni fresh milk inaenda kuwa sour milk. So that is about. And number 2 is in physical change no product is given off, while in chemical change product is given off. So in physical change there is a product that is produced, but in chemical change in physical change no product is given off, no product is produced, but in chemical change there is a product that is given off. So this is about a chemical change of substance. As I've said, if a milk is a fresh milk turned to sour milk, a sour milk is a different product, a new product that is formed from a fresh milk. So that is about the chemical change. Another event we say in the chemical change, burning of wood. If you burn a wood, you get ashes. That is about the chemical change. Ashes does not return into original position. The composition of ashes and wood are different. So that is about the chemical change. In physical change, the changes is irreversible, while in chemical change, changes is irreversible. This is another difference. In physical change, the change is reversible. Reversible, it means that you can return the substance to original state. Example, as I've said, ice water. Ice water can be returned to liquid water, and the liquid water can be turned to ice water. So this is a physical change. The change is reversible. You can return to the first state. Either you move a shape, different shape can return to the original shape. That is about the physical change. But in chemical change, the change is irreversible. If a fish is decayed, you cannot return to undecayed fish. So this is a chemical change. A wood is burnt. The ashes cannot be returned to a wood. So this is about the chemical change. And the last one say in physical change, the change does not affect the component of substance, while in chemical change affect the component of substance. Yeah, as I said earlier, that the composition of substance in physical change does not change, does not alter the composition of substance. But in chemical change, there is alternation of composition of substance. The composition of substance changes. So kwenye sour milk, composition kwenye sour milk na composition kwenye fresh milk inakuwa ni tofauti kabisa. So hiyo ni chemical change. So this was about the question number 4 of 2017 from structure of matter. And let's see another question number 5 of 2017. And the question was from oxygen topic, and it was stated that write the names and formula of 2 chemicals that can be used in preparation of oxygen gas. So here student was required to know the reagent or chemical that are used in production or preparation of oxygen gas. And B was state an appropriate method of collecting oxygen gas based on solubility and density of water. So in part B1, a student was supposed to give a way of how oxygen gas can be collected by considering its density and by considering the density of gas comparing to water and the solubility of it in water, because gases are collected in terms of considering its density and its solubility in water. So a student was required to give an appropriate method. And the C, B2 was how can oxygen can be tested. So this question was required to know about the student understanding about how oxygen can be tested, how you can test the presence of oxygen gas. So hii hapa ilikuwa ni test ya oxygen gas. And the last one was list 4 uses of oxygen gas. So a student was supposed only to give out the uses of oxygen gas, where oxygen gas is used or how oxygen gas is used. So that was about the question. So let's start answering the question. 2 chemicals that are used in production of oxygen gas. There is hydrogen peroxide and there is potassium chromate. As I've said, a student was required to give the name and its formula. The formula for hydrogen peroxide is this one, H2O2. This is the formula of hydrogen peroxide. And the potassium chlorate, the formula is this one, KClO3. This is the formula for potassium chloride. So the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, this is under potassium permanganate as a manganese 4 oxide as catalyst. It decomposes to produce oxygen gas and the water. Also potassium chlorate, when decomposed, can produce what? Produces oxygen gas. So these are 2 chemicals that are used in preparation of oxygen gas. And we say test collection of oxygen gas. Oxygen gas is collected by downward displacement. Why? Because it has low density than air. It has low density than air. Also low density than water. Also it is slightly soluble in water. It is slightly soluble in water. So that's why it is collected by downward displacement. So the delivery tube is started into the water and oxygen gas is collected from down of the beehive shelf up the gas jar. And the test for oxygen gas, we say that the presence of oxygen gas is tested by introducing a glowing wooden splint. If oxygen present, wooden splint lights up. We know that oxygen gas is as a catalyzer, or it is a source, it is a among of component of flame. So if we introduce a glowing splint into oxygen gas, the wooden splint will glow up. So ukiona ile inawaka unakuta kwamba ndani oxygen gas ipo. Isipotokea hivyo unasema kwamba no oxygen there. So this is the test for oxygen gas. That is for the test for oxygen gas. So this was the question. And the last one, see, a student is required to give the uses of oxygen gas. And the uses for oxygen gas, you say that first, oxygen gas is used in treatment of sewage plants. Kwenye sewage plants, wale kwenye decomposition ya zile waste product kwenye sewage system, oxygen gas inakuwa involved pale. So that is among of uses of oxygen. Also combustion and incineration. As I've said, in combustion, oxygen gas is used as a source of heat or a source of flame or fire. So in order for a substance to burn. Also, it speed up the rate of reaction. Oxygen gas is used as a catalyzer to speed up the rate of reaction. So this is among of application of oxygen gas. Also pulp and paper making. In pulp and paper making, oxygen gas also is used. Also in welding. In welding, oxygen gas, when combined with oxygen, they form something called the oxyhydrogen flame. Oxyhydrogen flame is the hottest flame that is used in welding processes. So that was about among of the uses of oxygen gas. Wakati mwingine nakuuliza why oxygen does not burn, but it is used to produce a oxyhydrogen flame which is used in welding. We say oxygen gas is used because if combined with hydrogen at high temperature, it produces the hottest flame. Hydrogen peke yake inaweza inaungua lakini haiproduce hottest flame, lakini ikicombine na oxygen inakuwa hotter, flame yake inakuwa ni hot sana. Also to use in incubator for premature babies. Kuna hospitalini kuna kitu cha incubator. Incubator inasaidia kuwatunza wale watoto ambao bado pengine either ametoka akiwa bado hajakomaa vizuri, bado viungo vyake havijatengenezeka vizuri, huwa anatunzwa pale na oxygen gas inakuwa supplied ili yeye kuendelea kuitumia. Also used as oxidizer for rocket fuel. Kwenye rocket fuel oxygen inayotumika kama oxidizer. Rocket fuel inayotumika ni water gas, ambao water gas ili kuendelea kuungua vizuri inatumia oxygen gas as the oxidizer. Also it used for respiration, survival of living organism. We use oxygen, all of organism, animal and plants, but in different time. So this is among of the importance of oxygen gas or uses of oxygen gas. Also it is used by higher mountain climbers. We know that as you go up, the concentration of oxygen is reduced unapopanda mlima. Kwa wanasafa kule juu wakati mwingine, so wanaenda na mitungi ya gesi au kuna vitu maalum ambavyo vina contain gas, ili concentration ya gas, pressure kule ikiwa ndogo, wanatumia hiyo mitungi ya gas. Then another divers also uses oxygen gas. Divers wale wanakuwa na zama chini ya kuokoa watu labda kwenye maji au kufanya shughuli zao kwenye maji, wanatumia hii oxygen gas. So that was the question number 4 na question number 5 2017. And by saying that, my lovely student, this marked the end of the session. Thank you for watching Educare TZ. Continue following us in Educare TZ for more understanding. Thank you. Have a nice moment.